Ridiculous! Remember when you didn't know that was a spell?
I thought it kind of was a joke. But I wanted to go see Harry Potter World. So when we were visiting his family in Orlando, we made a pit stop to Universal.
It was rough because it was the worst time of the year to go. But, looking back on it, we had a good time.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't get to do everything we wanted.
But it's okay. We had some ice cream. We got to see the dragon, shoot some flames, breathe some flames, I mean.
You'll see. Come with us on our journey to Universal Orlando.
We were supposed to get there early, but we left a little late. And there is a long line. But we suggest getting there at least a half hour before it opens.
Despite the sleep in our eyes, we made our way happily from the parking lot. If you've never been to Universal Orlando, you've got to walk through City Walk from the parking lot to get to the gates.
We always like to bring a hiking backpack just because you're standing around a lot, but we found out that's a mistake here because you can't take any backpacks onto rides and you have to go specifically to a big locker room if you have a big backpack like ours. So pack a small bag this time.
Super annoying.
And you have to pay for everything.
Meaning the lockers are not free. Here we are, walking through Seuss's Landing. Not very popular in the morning because the kids aren't up yet. The original plan was to ride my favorite ride there, Hagrid's Magical Motorbike. However, the line was already way too long.
Per our niece's request, this was the first ride we decided to ride. Perhaps for those that are slightly scared of roller coasters, this is not for you. It is super adult, super fast, super fast. There is a middle resume. What do you call that? Like you like another booster in the middle where you do the second lap, and my almost 40-year-old self, I don't think I can handle these anymore.
This was the real reason we chose to go to Universal Islands of Adventure and Studios versus Epic Universe. Yumi wanted to see some Harry Potters.
Look at my happy face there.
Once again, we returned to check the queue at Hagrid's. Look at all these people. This is what I meant by the worst time of year to come. We could not get in that queue.
Now, this was Brian's request, and it's pretty fun. Like obviously they're fake dinosaurs, but they look pretty good.
I was scared. I remember when Jurassic Park first opened up in the 90s. I can say that riding it today still feels like you're riding in the 90s. I love it though.
Now, before we got in the line here, our niece said, "You don't really get that wet." Now, she was wrong. Very wrong. We all got very wet. Even in the middle. There's no escaping it.
I didn't catch it on camera, but the look of guilt on her face when we all lifted our heads and were dripping water was hilarious. No worries though. Walking around in the Florida heat, you dry off real quick. We periodically checked the virtual queue for Hagrid's. Unfortunately, the line was still 3 to 4 hours long.
We're in Marvel Land now, but we just kind of walked through this one because we were on our way to bigger and better things, like the Hulk. Now, before we rode the Hogwarts Express, we had to get some food. So here we are in line, and I think we got Mediterranean? I think we got a wrap, and others got like tenders and fries, as you can see.
The walk from the gate to the actual train station is pretty nice. I'm glad it was shaded. We decided it was time to hop over to Universal Studios to kill a little bit of time while we waited for Hagrid's line to die down. Also, Vivian promised us some delicious ice cream. Even though I began to feel the disappointment of not being able to ride Hagrid's, I was grateful just to be around our family.
They did a really good job with this train.
Yumi was grateful for the lack of Dementors. They must have been in prison with Prisoner Mike.
Look at that screen! We're moving! The train's not that long. It's probably 5 minutes or something, but it's a nice rest.
Why, yes, you do exit from platform 9 and 3 quarters. I would have liked to visit the Simpsons area with Krusty Land, but no one else was really into it.
Next ride, the Mummy. Here they do a little bit of like the making of the mummy while you're waiting.
These performers were phenomenal. The best part was after they performed, they got the crowd on the dance floor to boogie. This was the middle of the afternoon, and by this point, I think we were all ready for a little bit of a calmer engagement.
And then Diagon Alley. Look at that dragon. He's huge. He's very well made. This place is super cool. Now, if you want to make a wand, this is the place to go. I decided not to, just because I'm sure the cost is pretty expensive, and we didn't have much room to bring home to California. Now, the day that we went, this happened every 10 minutes. So maybe keep an eye out when you go. Maybe every 10, maybe every 15. I don't know. It was every 10 for us. And then it was time for ice cream. These flavors here were pretty interesting. I think we got an Earl Grey something and an elderberry or something like that. One fruity one. But they do not give samples, so maybe ask around or look at some reviews to see what you want to get.
That was actually a pretty good guess. We got the Earl Grey and Lavender and a Huckleberry. Both were delicious. Since the Hogwarts Express was way long to get back, we decided to just walk out the City Walk and take the entrance again. Here's Seuss's Landing in the evening with the lights.
Now we came back to Hogsmeade to try to ride the Hagrid ride, but we did not succeed. By the time we got here and then waited a little bit, the wait had gone up to about 4 hours, so we gave up. But the Velocicoaster stopped for a minute and then reopened right when we passed it, so Brian and I skipped, but everyone else went for round 2.
Yeah, I can't really hang on coasters like I used to. However, the Velocicoaster is something unique. You do feel like you're riding and swerving and pivoting quickly like a raptor would. I see why it's Jaden's favorite ride. Thanks for coming along on our adventure to Universal Orlando. And please let us know in the comments the best time of year to return to introduce Yumi to Hagrid. Much love and take care of yourselves.